So step inside, get ready to roll with polyhedral power dice.
You are about to enter the world of imagination. A world where battles are fought on hex maps and grids, whether virtually or on tabletop. Swords are cast, spells cast, and even the toughest problems can be solved with little ingenuity and a lot of luck. From power gamers to role players, all are welcome here. Hell, even 4th edition has a seat at the table. So with dice in hand and a heart longing for adventure, I'd like to welcome you all to this Polyhedra Paradise. What is up, everybody? The long awaited birthday stream. That's right. We're celebrating my March the 4th birthday on March the whatever it is. That's okay. That's okay. This stuff happens. Life happens. But that's okay. We're here now. So we're going to do a little bit of stuff. We're going to take a look at some of the... Obviously, going to do Dungeon 23. We're also going to take a look at one of my current obsessions. Hold on, let me turn this down a smidgen here. Sorry, I know the music may be a little loud. I'm a little out of practice. It's been a couple weeks. But anyway, what do you guys think of the new look? Huh? A new camera, new mic. Hopefully it sounds okay. Hopefully you guys like it. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to take a look not only at Dungeon 23, but we're going to look at one of my newest obsessions. The Electric State. The art of Simon Stålenhag. He, of course, did the Tales from the Loop and Things from the Flood. Tales from the Loop and Things from the Flood have actually been turned into RPGs, and we're going to take a look at them later on. Just at some point. I'm going to be doing videos on them. Because, Dritz, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Golden coming in 5x5. So yeah, I was actually given a bunch of RPG stuff from Free League, who publishes Tales from the Loop and Things from the Flood, along with a bunch of other cool ass RPGs like Muckborg, and they're actually doing the Lord of the Rings One Ring RPG, and they are doing the Walking Dead RPG. They're doing a lot of them. Free League puts out a lot of cool stuff, man. And I'm down on their list to receive a bunch of copies to review. But before I get the physical copies, I have a bunch of codes for their online RPGs that I'm going to be taking a look at. There's so much stuff that I have to dig into. And I gotta be honest, it's a tad overwhelming sometimes, but we're gonna get it all done. Like I like to say about my son, Gideon runs on Gideon time. And sometimes I wonder where the hell he got that. He got it from his dad, who runs on his dad time. So what I'm gonna do without further ado, I want to take a look at I want to show you guys this the art book of the Electric State. So I'm gonna switch cameras here, so give me a second. Give me 1 minute. I know the anticipation's killing you guys. Killing you. Straight killing you. Alright. There we go. The Electric State art book by Simon Stålenhag. So, the premise is, I know it's a little dark, so you maybe not... Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. So, let's do this here. Give me 1 second while I adjust this. There we go. Turn this down a little bit here. I think the music was a little bit loud. Let me know, Paul, or anybody else out there watching, how the music is. Let me know if it's too loud or not. But anyway, so the Electric State is set in a alternate universe of 1997. And it's a story of a girl who we find out in the book, her name is Michelle. And her little robot companion, Skip. So, in this world, there had been a war. We don't really know who the foe is. They don't really get into all that too much, but there had been a war. And in this war, they had developed a technology, which was basically like a VR helmet. But it's a very stylized VR helmet. Looks like a horn. I'll show you a picture of it real quick. Here it is, right here. And this is the Mode 6. A new experience arrives. 1.11.96. This is like the 6th generation. Made by the Sentry company, the stimulus device. All right, thanks, bud. So what happened was the Sentry was like the home version for people, but the military developed it first, and it enabled their pilots to basically pilot drones and everything without actually getting in the line harm's way. But there were a lot of side effects by using it. Like, man, I don't know how much of the story you guys want me to spoil, but they didn't notice these side effects until it hit the public sphere. And then once it hit the public and everybody started using this technology, people began to become addicted to it. People wouldn't take their neurocasters off. You know, we're going to go through a lot of it. So, I mean, I might as well, I don't want to spoil it for you. But, yeah, it created a lot of problems. And it basically led to, yo, hello, Matt. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you and the missus are doing well, buddy. So it led to a lot of unforeseen consequences. People would get locked into these neurocasters, and they wouldn't take the neurocasters off, and they would just end up withering into these husks in their houses, and just dying from malnutrition because they were just locked into this virtual reality world. But not only that, the intelligence itself, the virtual reality headset, began to develop its own consciousness. Because what do you get? You know, the humans have, let's just say 2 billion neurons in their brain. Well, what happens when you have 100, 200, 300 million people hooked up to a hive mind? How many neurons does this intelligence have access to? What kind of intelligence is created because of the pervasive use of the telecasters? And like the story is about how the civilization collapses, but something is created in its wake, and it's a pretty wild story. But so, what do you think? Do you guys want me to go sort of through this thing page by page? You just want me to give you a general overview? I'll just give you a general overview. So, and I want to show you some of the artwork, because like it's like so evocative. And then when we get to the end, hold on, there we go. We get to the end, I want to tell you the cool news about this. Let's see. So you can see here's the Mojave Desert, and you see like the people with the telecasters on, just laid to waste in the Mojave. Let's see. Matt's oh good, you're getting better every day. Matt and his wife were in a car accident a few months back, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing a lot better, Mike. Matt, I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, so you can see just the people laid out in the Mojave Desert here, and then there's Michelle and Skip. And pulling a kayak. And there's them, and this was a really cool passage. And I'll read this because this is like sort of towards the beginning of the book, so I don't want to give too much away. But the pink panties had been blown off the roof box of the old black Oldsmobile in a parking lot nearby. The box was open to the wind, and the parking lot was littered with clothes. Apart from being covered in dust, the car seemed fine. No flat tires, no broken lights, and the windows were intact. It looked like an expensive model, and the owners, sprawled in the sand next to it, must have been an elderly couple. There were 2 oblong cardboard boxes on the back seat, and the seat cushions were covered in styrofoam peanuts. Other than that, the inside of the car was spotless and lovingly cared for. I rummaged through the couple's pockets, hoping to find some cash. The woman's pockets were empty, but the man's pocket I found the keys to the car and a folded envelope. The envelope contained a city map with notes, a $10 bill, receipts for entry permits to Canada. I got behind the wheel, inserted the keys, and turned them on. The car emitted an electronic whir, coughed, and started. The dashboard lit up with digital symbols. A synthetic clock chimed, and green text scrolled across the display underneath the speedometer. Good afternoon. I leaned forward and kissed the steering wheel. I realized that with any luck, this might be the last car I drove until we reached the Pacific. So, you can almost imagine that this elderly couple. So it's implied that the oblong boxes in the back of the car seat were the boxes from the newly purchased Neurocasters, right? So here they are. They go on this vacation, right? And they buy these Neurocasters to use on vacation, and they never even get there. They put the Neurocasters on. They're heading to Canada. They decide to pull over on the side of the road and let's try out the new Neurocasters, and they put them on, and then it's too late. They get locked into this virtual reality world, and the next thing you know, to them, they've lived this life or whatever and just found dead right there on the side of the Mojave. What's up, Trinity? Well, what's the temperature in SoCal? Dude, rub it in, Trent. Rub it in. So, intercut between the pages about Michelle and Skip are pages with this guy here. He's an unnamed federal agent, and he also is on a journey. They don't tell you at first where he's going, but through the whole book, he sort of hangs over the narrative like an ominous figure. And his story is different from Michelle's because he served in the war. He had experience with the Neurocasters firsthand. So he offers a bunch of sort of different perspectives on it and the effects of the brain and what the brain is, and posits about what do you call it? The consciousness. But through the whole thing, he's traveling somewhere too, and I not to give away the ending because I don't want to do that, but they end up sort of in the general area. So you can see Stalenhag's art is amazing. His use of light and things being obscured in haze, and he does lighting in drawings better than anybody I've ever seen. I mean, it's like the lights on the back of the car just jump off of the page. So, whoop. See, this is why I got a new camera. Give me a second here. Yes, those are ducks you're seeing. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. So, at some point, this area, where these ducks are, they were used as this. She comes across a shooting range or shooting gallery where these ducks were used for target practice. Let's see. Here's an interesting passage. So as she's looking around where the ducks are, she goes down here and says, back in the car, I was about to turn the key when something made me stop. That something was gnawing at the back of my mind. I released the seatbelt, grabbed the shotgun, and got out. I told Skip to stay in the car and lock the doors. Then I carefully shut the doors and walked back to the shooting range. I found the owner of the sex robot in a derelict trailer on the other side of the compound. He was toothless and bearded, and he gasped for breath beneath his Neurocaster. His body was emaciated and shriveled, and the place reeked. A tube in his arm snaked around an IV stand to a huge tank in the ceiling that had once been full of something yellow and gooey. The old man was completely incapacitated, and it was impossible to say how long he had been there. I found $200 rolled up in a glass jar underneath his bed. I took the money and left. So you can, it kind of paints a picture. The entire middle of the country is just falling apart because of these Neurocasters, and I almost feel like it's what's what was in that yellow bag without them saying it was some sort of like feeding tube where he was like, I don't want to die, but I'm going to be hooked up to this neurocaster for quite some time, so I need some sort of sustenance. So here's this is obviously from the cover, but this is as she's heading out of the Mojave. She comes across this rest stop, and most of the people at the rest stop are hooked up to the neurocasters, and there's this kid. I sat by myself for a while outside the burger box and ate a piece of apple pie. The patio was empty and quiet, apart from a boy bouncing dejectedly up and down in a yellow inflatable castle outside the entrance. I noticed he had peed himself. A dark stain stretched down one leg of his pants all the way to his shoe. He saw me, and our eyes met. He grinned, with more teeth missing than was normal. "Jump with me," he yelled. I looked around. We were all alone. "Where are your mom and your dad?" "Everywhere," the boy replied. So even the young kids are getting the sense that, you know, everybody around here, all the young kids, all the old kids, anybody who can is being hooked up to these machines. So here's some pictures off in the distance. These are the drones that were used during the war. And some of these had, there had been war on American soil. They don't really get into the war too much because it's not really a huge part of the story. But this is also, I really like this page because this is the agent speaking here. So, he says, "I saw a guy get shot during the war. His name was Max, and we were smoking on the terrace behind the B Pavilion at Fort Hall, talking about lasagna. Max loved lasagna, and when the bullet hit, he was in the middle of a recipe for bechamel sauce. One of ALA's black assault ships had slipped above the horizon, and no one had noticed it. It was a short burst, 3 rounds, 2 of which hit the concrete wall behind us. The third hit Max just next to the cheekbone, close to his nose. I don't want to get into the unnecessary detail, but details about the physical realities of this world are exactly what all this is about. So, you're just going to have to deal with it. The bullets fired from the assault ship were very special. Magnetic neodymium, traveling at over 12,000 feet per second. The kinetic energy was beyond belief. The bullet took off everything above Max's mouth. Afterward, I curled up on the ground and saw pink chunks spread across the flagstones around me. And before Fort Hall's alarm system started blaring, I had time to think, that's it. Right there, the recipe for the bechamel sauce. But even if I did my utmost to scoop up the pieces and put them back in the pit that used to be Max's skull, his recipe would still be lost. Max's lasagna existed in the intricate way those pink chunks had been assembled, just like love and hate and anxiety and creativity and art and law and order, everything that makes us humans, something more than elongated chimpanzees. There it was, spilled across the flagstones, and no technology known to man could ever put it back together. It was incredible. And that was my materialistic revelation. What I'm trying to say is that what we call lasagna is simply a phenomenon that arises somewhere between the physical parts of the brain and the way they're put together. And anyone claiming lasagna is something different has more or less underestimated how complicated the brain is and in how many ways its parts are assembled. Or they have overestimated the phenomenon of lasagna. So you get the end from the view from the agent, sort of like about his thoughts on consciousness and everything, and how like how the brain's wired and stuff. And anyway, so here's some more sentry signs across the highway in the Mojave, and you get this advertisement going up over the highway there. And here's some more of the drones. And then this is neat. Like, this is let's see. 65 is pretty nice, Trinity. 65 is pretty nice. So here's like there's these 3 robots and you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but like they've started to rot away, and they were some sort of signs or drones. And I cannot orient it correctly. There we go. So here you can actually see that like the makeup of these drones like made it look like they had an actual skeleton. So as they rot away, it's just like, oh, that could almost pass for something human. And there's an advertisement for the Telecasters, winning design awards and wars. So I think it's interesting to like, let me stop for a second and like look at the Neurocaster. So nowadays we have VR goggles that are like next to nothing the size of these Neurocasters, but Stalinhog does a great job of sort of, when in his drawing of retrofuturism, where he takes a look at like designs from the 90s or from the time period this would have been set in, and then draws them from there instead of having, these small visors or whatever you could imagine now. It's like, imagine if it was in the 90s, what we would have to endure to enter this virtual reality world. And there's critical condition called Life Buddy. Financial solutions for the terminally ill. So, and here's a town that is made up of parts of old drones and the campers and RVs. So I don't want to give the whole story away. Oh, I gave a little bit away there. But her and Skip travel eventually into some of the more major cities, and I'll sort of skip through here. This is one of my favorite pictures because it's drawn from her perspective as she's staring out the window on a rainy night, and you can see it just like he does such a great job making you feel like you're in the car, driving, looking at these monoliths. Now this red thing here is one of the Neurocasters transmitting stations. So all the Neurocasters are hooked up to these lines. Basically, there's like 10 million minds coursing through one of these stations. So even as they pull into a motel, you can see in the background how these things like old school electrical towers just sort of invade the landscape. And then here's some that are in the major city that have been decorated with signage. The Michael Jackson History Tour 97, some commercials for Burger King, Pacific Drone, Century. But again, these are just hanging out there over top of major cities. Man, this book is so good. Let's flow through some of the more artwork. And then here's a war memorial. Some of the drones are up on a hillside where some battle took place. And they never get into too much details about the battles because it never really matters. It's a coastline with some of the ships. It turns out that Michelle's mother was actually in the military and she was a pilot for one of the drones. And there's some interesting stuff that happens with her. I don't want to get into. People have taken one of the drones and turned it into something that walks. And here's some people with Neurocasters still attached, just blindly walking through a field. Again, off in the distance. I mean, how evocative is this artwork? Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to gush over Stalinhog, and this book has been out for years, but I recently just discovered it. So y'all gonna have to deal with it now, too. You've got this guy creeping out of a barn here. And it's when she walks up to him, he waves hi. And it's interesting, like, because he waves hi, like when I got to the end of the story, it causes me to go back and like sort of review a lot of this stuff and look for some answers, because the end of the book leaves a lot for interpretation. And I haven't been able to find anybody espousing any type of ideas on what happens at the end. So, there you go. Let's see. Okay, so here's where stuff starts to get interesting, and well, I mean, the whole thing's interesting, but if you see all those red dots down here, I don't know if you can make it out. All those red dots are people hooked up to Neurocasters, and all the Neurocaster lines go up, and they've taken spare parts of drones and spare parts of machinery, and they're like these people that are hooked up to neurocasters are now forming new sentient creatures using their own minds as the creature's brain. So all these people here will eventually go up into this robot and become the brain stem for this new type of consciousness. So you can see one here. And I don't know how well you guys can see it, but all around his neck here, there's red dots, which basically means that there's people up there, and those people aren't alive anymore. But the neurocasters are powered, so they are constantly firing the brain's neurons off, and these creatures are using people's brains to create its own brain. Yeah. So, and there's a couple more here, and you can see the red dots up in there. Those are all people. So I don't want to get. I'm not gonna get into the end of the book because there's some really cool stuff that happens. So let's just go back. Let's go back here. And now that the moody part of the stream is over, let's see. There we go. We'll kick it back up a notch. But yeah, that's Electric State by Simon Stålhag, Swedish artist. I think it's, probably the best way to put it. And this book is what the Russo brothers passed on working for Marvel to make. They are currently in post-production almost on Electric State, the movie, written by Marcus and Feely, produced and directed by the Russo brothers, starring Chris Pratt, Anthony Mackie, and the girl from Stranger Things, the girl that plays 11, Millie Bobby Brown. It's a $260 million budgeted Netflix movie, and I freaking can't wait to see it. Millie Bobby Brown is playing Michelle. Anthony Mackie is playing Skip the robot, and the agent is played by Chris Pratt. So like, I am pretty damn excited to see what they do with it. Pretty excited. So, all right. Just real quick, I'm going to show you one of the other books. I'm not even going to show it to you. I'm just literally going to show you the cover. Tales from the Loop by Simon Stålhag. This is what I was talking about, where they made an RPG about it. And I'm going to dig into that RPG a little bit later on. But you know what? We are like way... Paul, yes. Dritz, dude, it is awesome. And the book is a little bit easier to get now, but for a while it was hard to get until the Russo brothers optioned it, and then I think they released some more copies of it. The one that's really hard to get is Tales from the Loop, one of his first ones. This was a series on Amazon Prime. The series was pretty good. I have some issues with the series, but, you know, the issues I have with the series are not because of the quality of the show. It's because they wrote themselves into a couple of corners that I feel like they really could have written themselves out of, and it didn't make sense. Some of the additions they've made to the story, just because, you know, that's a whole nother video. But it's been a while since we built anything. You know that? It has been a while since we built anything. Oh, I just noticed some my assets on the screen a little bit wonky, but now it's time. It is time for us to go build. It is time for us to be the gods of our own land, to determine our fates, to pick up shovel and pickaxe, and to build one hell of a dungeon. A dungeon that is going to be built over the course of the entire year. A 365 room mega dungeon. A dungeon 23, if it were. Alright, let's go take a look. Dungeon 23, as I alluded to in that ridiculous little bit of rambling, is a project that's going to take place over the course of the entire year. We're going to build a 365 room mega dungeon. And then at the end of the year, each level is going to take a month. And at the end of the month, we'll move on to the next level. And so, like, this is where we're at now. I have a bunch of... I have 6 rooms. Is it 6 rooms to make up in the basement? Oops. Sorry. So I've got some rooms to make up in the basement, and then we're going to start the next level. So far, the story that we've got is that the... let's go... Oh, I can't show the first level. Yeah, let's go back to the first level. For those of you who don't remember. I mean, it hasn't been that long. It's only been like 2.5 weeks. So, let's see. Open map. Alright. So we're going to open up the upper level here. Hopefully. Well, I mean, oh, not responding. Of course it's not responding. Methinks me running too much. Let's see if there's some stuff I can cut down on. Nope. It's all locked up. There we go. Okay. Alright, so here's the first level. So a couple of the interesting things that go into this level is that this was the mansion of a land baron, and it's way up on top of a mountain, and he's allowed experiments to happen in this you're running slow tonight. So he's allowed experiments to happen in this mansion. And you can see over here, this is a secondary level where you walk up this level to come up to the top here, where every once in a while, like once a month, twice a month, there's an explosion that blows out of the windows, blow the windows out of this tower, and the entire town forgets that it ever happened. Everyone in the entire town has no clue that this stuff is going on. But they have family members that just disappear out of nowhere. But they never remember that they disappear. So that's sort of like the little setup for it. And then we have a couple areas of interest. We've got a examination room here. We've got the mortuary. We've got this room here where bodies are thrown down through this vault. And later on, further down in the level, the bodies are then squished and molded and extruded out of this thing to create like a singular body. It's kind of morbid if you think about it. And of course, what mansion is complete without a pool? So we got the pool here, and we got the little tiki bar out here with like a little channel emblem. Now I'm supposed to spend a good amount of time going through here and punching things up and stuff like that, and I'm still going to do that. It's still going to happen, and actually today is going to go a long way to catching up and going over this stuff. So just like strap yourselves in, because we're going to be here for a little bit. Let's see. But here's the Walter White room. I don't know if you guys saw the Walter White room. Jesse. Yeah, fuck yeah, science. I'm sorry, I cussed. My bad. Walter White, and there's a chemist lab. There's a bunch of this is the laboratory. Yeah, there's a thing there, and another laboratory there, and there's a body in there. Well, you don't know that though. There's a body in there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, there's an awful lot of stuff going on here. But you can take a look at the older streams as we made it. If you guys really want to know, like, in depth, the way we got here. But way that we got here is not as important as where we go from here. So let's open the map back up. Oh, no. Now I gotta go find it. Great. Level 2. There we go. Dungeon Alchemist level 2. See what happens? It's much easier when you put everything in the same spot. Uh-oh. We still connected? Let me know if you can still hear me out there, because I just saw something weird go with go on. I could be wrong. But let me know if there was a drop in connectivity. Yeah, it says we're still connected. Okay, cool. Never mind. All right, so down below here, let's see. There's a spiral staircase down from the upstairs level, and then each one of these cell rooms has a candle of darkness in it. The candle of darkness basically bathes the whole room in darkness. Let's see. Let me all right, let me move it out of the way. Yeah, so you can see how it like makes the whole room dim. It's like having a globe of invisibility in here. Not globe of invisibility. Globe of darkness. I'm sorry. Duh. Yep. So if I move that out here, see, you can see the details in the cells that you couldn't see before. So it makes the whole thing pitch black. Then you can make it brighter and not so bright. You can change the color, I think. Nope, I cannot change the color. No, why would I be able to change the color? It's a globe of darkness. All right, anyway. So then you go down here, and you've got the armory. There's an armory in here. That's that room there. There's supposed to be a forge where they make weapons. There's a little library where stuff is researched, somebody's office. And then you got one of my favorite rooms, the Mike Porter torture room, where you go in here and people are told dad jokes till they crack, till they absolutely break their brain. I imagine Mike Porter sitting atop his throne here, telling bad Star Wars jokes. Like, how did Moses make beer? He brewed it. Get it? He brewed it. Yeah, Mike, we got it. So that's the Mike Porter torture room. And like people get locked into chains here. And you got the Necronomicon hanging out there. And this is where somebody goes boom boom. All right, let's back out. I know. Enough with the Mike Porter torture room. All right, so let's see. We've got some rooms to add to this. And this other room over here is under the what do you call it? Under the old under the old castle is where this is. And this is a globe that takes you to other places. Oh, and a Golthias tree, yes. Nope. Yeah. So these portals take you to other worlds, other realms. That's hidden down here in the other castle. Would they be considered on this level? No, they can be considered on this level. So you go, that's actually a secret room. So you go through this, door here. Once you can get there, through there. And I have to fill all those books in. That's gonna be fun. So I gotta fill all those books in so nobody realizes that this secret chamber exists. My EDD brain is going to kill me. All right. Let's do a secondary portal room. Okay, there's another way down. Yeah, Trinity. Trinity said, back in the 90s, I had these little gel tabs that would take you to other worlds. Those were the days. Those were the days. And you never knew who you were then. Alright, Alright, let's do a hallway off the backside. So I have, according to my paper, I've got 9 more rooms to do on this level before we can start on the 3rd level. And it's already March the 11th. I'm so far behind. Aha! Am I though? I'm actually not far behind because I have a secret to show you guys. But I can't show you just yet. Let's finish this off first. Alright. So this is more the castle side. So we're gonna go castle, find a castle hallway. Let's do 2 hallways. Well, it's not giving me a size. So basically it's a 10 by 30 hallway. So we'll put that here. And then we'll do off of the corner here. Oh, too big. Cancel that. Now, everybody knows that I like to go top down when I'm designing my actual dungeon. So here. Okay. So we got the 2 hallways. Of course they're different. Of course they're a different size. Or different color floor. Alright. So, oh yes, Ice Palace. Special Ice Palace. So that is going to be off of here. And you guys will understand why a little bit later. There. Let's bring this over here. Boom. Ice Palace. All right. So there's going to be a very good reason that Ice Palace is there. Let's see. Going to move this door around to the front. You should do like a sort of like a secret lock door there. Let's change that door. I want it to be hard to get into. Single tough door. Let's see. Vault door? Just a plain wooden door? No. Plain wooden door. That's crazy. Oh, I can't fit the Hobbit door in there. That won't fit. Mausoleum door? They're so tiny. Why are those doors so tiny? I don't know how I don't have any doors favorited. There we go. Bronze mausoleum door. We'll do that same one over on this side here. And get rid of the windows. Let's see. And that one's not going to be a nice door. My eyesight's terrible. I literally have to like lean in to see what's going on here with some of this stuff. Excuse me. Excuse me while I go check this out. Okay, I found a secret door one. We're going to use it as a secret door. That's such a tiny secret door. Alright, I don't want that as a secret door. Oh, they have a wall secret door. Now that's cool. I'm going to put that there. How does it accessed? Yep, that's cool looking. You guys see that? There we go. There's a little bit of an idea that it's there, but not much of one. So people are gonna go in there like, oh, there's nothing here. There's literally nothing here. And then it ends up being something there. Hey, thanks, Josh. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it was a little bit ago, but I didn't get the stream out, so, you know, better late than never. Let me get rid of some of the stuff in here. There should be no fires down here at this point. Get rid of some of this stuff. This is literally just going to be a portal room to the ice realm. So we're going to just clear all this stuff out. I probably just should have set it up not to auto-populate. Because, like, you know, obviously part of the beauty of this software is that it auto-populates a bunch of stuff in the room. But if it's really... this room's cold as ice. But if really you have a specific thing in mind, you know, then it's best just to not have it populate, because then you just have to end up getting, you know, rid of a bunch of stuff. There we go. I want to put another portal in this room and get rid of these. Man, I'm just taking everything away that's making it interesting. Well, no, these are very specific rooms, though. Very specific. They're going to be where they portal over to some other worlds. And I kind of even want to change that. That's true. That makes a good point. It does give you an idea. And normally, if I didn't have an idea already in mind, I would leave it. But there's something pretty specific. Let's see. All right, so we've got that ice room, then this room with the secret door. Good top down. And this is going to be another portal. So all of these rooms that are over on the side of the map that is beneath the ruined castle, these all hidden. They've been completely hidden away from the Land Baron and all his machinations in the tower and everything that's been going on there. So this is completely separate, and I don't know if at any point later on down the map I'm going to join them, but there is going to be this large cavernous 6-story room where all these other rooms are going to feed into. So I kind of have to plan ahead, which, like, at first I was just throwing rooms in here and seeing what happened, but then, like, Josh had even mentioned before that's like Josh will whip up a mega dungeon and you know, in a day, which is true. And something like this really does, like, stretch it out where it's like I have to have a theme. So finally, like, as I got about halfway in to the first level, some ideas started forming, and now it's gone more to the traditional. I have a concept around this whole dungeon, and it's just going to take me a while to build all of it. But it's definitely much easier when you're not just throwing rooms in and trying to figure out what the rooms do later on, if you're working towards a goal, which finally, after a month and some change, I am. So. I'm not doing a gingerbread house. I don't care what you say. We'll do some crypt. Let's see. AI settings. I'll leave the lights on. What is this? Walls, no windows. Take the windows off. Take the doors off. And we'll leave objects, lights, and walls. Okay. So you can adjust what you want the AI to populate. So let's have this turn a corner. Do we want to keep yeah, I'm going to keep the pillars in there. Alright, so you come through this hallway, make a turn. Let's see. I want to start doing the series of stone walls that lead much deeper. Abandoned ruins. Josh also says, it's designed to teach you forward thinking by slowing you down, if that makes sense with that method of design they're using for the dungeon project. That's true. Without instruction, it's causing you to problem solve. By creating problems you have to solve on your own time for direct instruction. Both work. Yes. I see the values of it. It's also just fun to work on. Up until a couple weeks ago, it's forced me to be more consistent in streaming, which is awesome. Spider layer. Okay, so let me go top down. What am I doing here? There's a maze catacombs that I wanted to put in here. Off the back side of this old, the old abandoned castle ruins. This one is going to lead to a big chasm, which goes down even further. There we go. All right. All right, we're going to make this all spider layers. Well, I can't wait to see the amount of webs. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's probably going to take a minute for this to all populate. Well, it takes a minute to populate. Take a look at this. I'm actually making some more mugs. So Callisto's is finally getting her out, and then I'm finally getting hers out. Making some more with the new channel logos on it, and yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Probably just end up giving them out to people. This is what happens when you have a bunch of the stuff running and the AI has to populate it and all kinds of nonsense. But yeah. So just so everybody knows, I have a video that I've been working on for a while that's going to be detailing or giving a preview for a new game called Beyond the Veil, which actually marries my love of the paranormal with my love of role-playing games. And you role-play as a paranormal investigator, and you can investigate some of the crazy things that have existed throughout time, and some classic cases. And you can also work as a paranormal investigator for just like totally new things created by the DM. And you work your way up from a little guy with a handheld camcorder in a small group of friends just mucking around to become a world-renowned paranormal investigator. And it's pretty cool, and it's actually still in production. So I'm gonna do the video, and then we're gonna keep in contact with them. So then playtest material comes out, we're gonna playtest and everything. But the system itself sounds really cool, and it's not combat heavy, it's all focused on investigation. So it was really wild. So let's go see what the computer has prepared for me. Okay. Yeah, I want to change the floor. I'm gonna change the floor out. Let's see. All right. Artificial. I'm gonna go with natural stone. Take a look at the natural stone floor. Natural rock. Josh does a lot of Josh has developed the contingency system, which he has sent to me, and I have not completely read through it, just being honest. But it's something that I intend to look into this year, and Josh and I have been flirting with the idea of doing a stream on it, and it's mostly my fault that it hasn't happened yet because I've never actually given him anything concrete. But I think this year we're going to definitely take a look at the contingency system on stream and stuff. Josh, also, if you want to put your link to your YouTube channel in chat, Josh streams an awful lot of Elite Dangerous, which just because of him alone, I've actually been interested in getting Elite Dangerous. It's down to that or No Man's Sky. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to get yet. But you guys should definitely check out Josh's channel, subscribe, and give him a follow. Alright. That's fine. I'm going to do a gigantic crevasse in this room here. Well, there's an awful lot of cobwebs. Let's see. Clear out some of the cobwebs in here. All right, let's see if I can find myself a crevice. Oh, the abstract tiles. I haven't had a chance to play around with them. So they did an update where I've talked about it before, the Winter Wonderland update. They actually imported abstract tiles, so you can take your own pictures. They give you templates, and you can make your own assets for Dungeon 23, which is like mwah, so awesome. Have I done it yet? No, but I will eventually. I'll do everything eventually, unless I die beforehand. Let's see. I guess what I'm looking for is something in terrain. No, I don't want to change the terrain type. Outdoors, maybe? Objects, yes. Outdoor objects, probably what I'm looking for. Nature. Evergreen Park. Wow. That's probably really big. Oh no, it's tiny. Okay. So it's gonna be more than that. Oh, you can put moss up walls. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to do that. See, some of the stuff I haven't messed with yet. A lot of the outdoor stuff. Rocks. Big rock arch. Oh, I know how I can do it. Sorry, I'm just figuring this out as I go. Let's see. I'm going to take away some of this room. And then it should just drop the floor out. Okay. 2 more, get rid of that. And it puts walls up around it, but then you can delete the walls, and then you have that area there. These walls, subtract the walls in this area. Then I have like a regular floor. So then I can go lower the terrain. Can I lower the terrain? Can't. It's weird. I can't change the terrain. Let me see. Elevation crater. Vegetation, no vegetation. No water. No weather. And let's see what happens. I don't know how long this is going to take This is a pretty big change given the size of the map. I hope I don't crash the system. So let's see. Okay. So it already dropped it out as far as it can go. Alright, let me see if it'll work now. Because I can always go and change the look of the grass. So let's see. Oh, it sort of did what I wanted it to do. Where it's got the crevice there now. Paint the terrain. Paint it all rock. All right, buddy. Thank you so much, Josh. I will catch you later on, bud. So change all this stuff to rock. Seems like an awful lot to do, but I think it works better for the map than what it was before. Is there a way to paint all? Brush strength, size. Edit terrain. That's just raising it. I don't need to do that. Flatten terrain to room height. If I do that, then I turn it all to rock. Let's see. See if I can zoom out. That's crazy. All this just to... Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, I should leave that like that. Because I could drop some of those walls out, and there could be sections where it's like you're down in a chasm. Yes, that's a good idea. So I don't mean to be excited about these cool ideas, but that should at least be a couple levels down. So we'll do some chasms around here. Okay. Drop that out down there. Real talk, does the effect of having a having this in here get nullified by having some areas over here where you may drop down into a chasm? I don't know. I don't know if it does. Let's see. We'll raise, flatten around room height. We'll do some of these to room height. Bring it up to room height, but we'll change it all to rock. All right, let's just to see what it'll look like. I paint the terrain. I should really raise the terrain higher than the room height. Yeah. There you go. And raise this side up. Zoom out, take a look at it. Yeah, I think I like that look better than doing it on parchment. Maybe shrink the brush down a little bit. All right, so I know this is a major departure, and I'm pretty much reworking a lot of it, but I think it just looks better doing this, bringing it up, and then having the rooms actually look like they're recessed in rocks. In case that way, if I want to create some of that gullying effect, I can do that. Yeah, so I can take that and drop that out. And if I want to have some of these walls taken out, which I do, I can take those walls out. Let's see. Paint the terrain down there. What is that? Make the brush a little bit smaller. It's gonna paint an awful lot of stuff if I do that. Sandy? It's like a color. Oh, I guess that's sand. It's supposed to be sand. And then just paint it rock. Didn't even paint the walls. Now it looks like rock walls. Oh, or let's go one better. You don't want to fall down there because it's a blood lake. I like that better. It's a blood lake. You don't want to fall into the blood lake. The underground blood lake. All right, so how do we want to access the blood lake? Let's remove some walls here. Okay. Let's remove this wall. I personally think we should remove all the walls so we just have the rock. And we could change the look of those walls. Oops. All right, I got to raise this backside here. Raise this. So just because removing the walls doesn't mean we can't put things in those spaces, because it's still technically labeled as a room. Oof. I'm a finger. Thumb's falling asleep, sorry. Oh, we could leave this low and have this be a cavern. Alright, let's see. Let's raise the elevation back up. So we're going to raise this terrain over here. Oops. That's not right. That was supposed to go back that down. Take that back down. Lower terrain. The rest of the backside will raise. The same height as the other side. You raise that up. I don't want access to that room from the gully. There we go. So if you can imagine, like, if you're walking through this cavern, there's an opening that just drops down into a pit right on the other side. So it's not as tall, or it's not like going down to the next level, but it is just some sort of pit. Oops. Definitely got to clear all this stuff off because there isn't actually any grass there. It's all stone. All stone. Back out here. Let's see. This also has to be raised. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. This has got to be solid. All right. We'll color all that in over there. So we're going to do a small little super serial secret area. That if somebody has like transmute stone to water or some other spell, they can holler through there and get through there. But I'm not telling them it's there. There you go. Okay. Raise all this stuff up. Then we have to go back and color it all stone. So I don't forget that it's not like, not stone. Probably a quick way to do this. I'm just not doing it. Oh, you can make the brush size bigger. That would work. Oh, there's something ASMR like about it. All right. So, midstream announcement. And I want to thank Dritz for this. I will be seeing on the 19th Dungeons and Dragons the movie early. So that's right. I will have a stream before going in, and I'm going to have a reaction stream immediately following, and then I'm going to do a non-spoiler breakdown, non-spoiler review the night of, just a live stream where I'll answer your Dungeons and Dragons related questions, if you have any movie related questions, that is. And I'll do my best not to spoil anything for you. And again, thank you, Paul. I'm getting to see it early because it is quick action, and I've been looking forward to this movie, except for the time when I hated Wizards of the Coast, which I still don't like Wizards of the Coast very much, but I'm still looking forward to the movie because screw it. It's not Chris Pine's fault that I don't particularly like Wizards of the Coast anymore. Or Michelle Rodriguez. Or the other guy, what's his name? Hugh Grant. That's it. Yes, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant. Boy, remember the shit he got into back in the day? Hugh was not a good guy. I think it was a bunch of stuff with hookers. I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was hookers. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was hookers. Oh. Let me know if you guys can hear that. I turned the fan on in here because it gets like super hot in here. So let me know if you can hear the fan and if it's bothering you, and I'll turn it off. But like starting to sweat testicles in here. I don't mean like small ones either. Like big horse ones. About to start ripping off clothes. All right, let's paint this. There we go. Let's paint the terrain. Make the brush size a little bit bigger. A little forethought. And I wouldn't have had all these issues. That's okay. You can tell by the lag and how long it's taken for my cursor to move over to land here that it is definitely slowing down. I got an awful lot of stuff going on the screen at one time. Okay. Man, there's so much painting. That's all right. I have the patience for it. It's just not the most exciting thing in the world for you guys to listen to or watch. So yeah, not very excited. It's like watching my kids play Mario or watching them play Pikachu. I know it's fun. Not Pikachu. What's the one guy's name? Kirby. I know it's fun. It's just not easy to watch sometimes. Should I leave all that stuff down in like a little chamber? I hear what you're saying. But Jason, can't you do this when you're not busy and you're not doing anything at home and you just want to adjust the map all by yourself instead of making us sit here and watch you paint rocks over 7,500 square feet of maps? I'm like, well, I say to you, I have no time. This is it. Like, literally. There is no other time I'm sitting down at the computer, trust me. If there was other time I was sitting down at the computer, I'd be streaming those other times too. Oof, brain is starting to hurt. Not good at minutia or details and stuff like that. That's really not. Oy. These help for not having to go up, take a smoke break every once in a while. Because I don't smoke in the house, so those help. All right, so I'm gonna go for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to take a break, and then come back and continue with what we got going on here. Because I'm liking what we're doing so far. I wonder if we shouldn't get rid of these walls and put some rocks, like a rock feature. Let's see what that looks like. Take these rooms away. Let's see. We'll take these walls away. I'm gonna take all these walls now. Alright, so take those walls. Oh. There we go. Well, now it's not much of a maze. Those people are gonna know. This is dark though. Let's see what we can do to hide some of that stuff. Not terrain. I'm gonna go with objects. Stalactites, stalagmites. Start throwing some stalactites in here. Yeah. See down ground level what that kind of looks like. Yeah, just make it a little bit bigger. Shrink it down a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's a little something there. Guess. All right. Do one there. Wonder if there's a way to flip one of those upside down. Nah, probably not. There's no way you're getting stalactites in there. Make that bigger in there, and then it'll start piercing up through the blood. Oh, that's cool looking. There you go. Let's duplicate that. I'm gonna put that in the center instead of that. Yeah, let me lower this. I'm gonna lower the land down here, and then I'm gonna put the stalactite there instead of putting this. There we go. So now I can drop that stalactite in there, or go back to that stalactite, put it where I wanted it, and I think that's gonna look pretty cool. All right, you can see it. You could just make it out down there at the bottom, so I don't have to increase the size to get it to pierce up through there. Whoa, too much. There you go. Oh yeah, it's gonna have to be like right where it was. Unless I go to like a single one. Probably go to a single one. Nope, 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 nope. Knowing players I've played with, they'll try to jump it. It's not gonna matter. Look how tiny it is. Jump it. This one's small. In the river of the blood. Alright, so put that there. Oh, it's winter objects. I don't want to do that. Crystals. Oh, there's crystals. Insects. Oof. Oh, that's cool. We'll gingerbread that up a little bit later. Alright, let me get back to nature. Wall plants. Wall plants. Oh, because I got rid of all the walls. Oh, I can't place it if it's not on the wall. Oh, yeah, I can. What am I doing? Duh. Turn the collisions off. Let's find and see if there's like some fungusy looking. Overgrown roots. We could have some root systems down here. Moss, ivy. What is that? What is that gray stuff here? Barrenworth. I don't know what it is. But, I mean, it looks cool enough to put on the walls. Some more of it on there. Yeah, the key is if you're having issues with stuff, just turn the collision detection off. For the most part, I keep it on. It just helps me organize things a little bit better. I kind of like those pillars there. It does give you like a little like idea that at one point in time there was some other structure here that's collapsed and fallen into the blood lake. Let's see. This up here. So I kind of like it, even though it's like we got rid of anything adjacent to it. All right. Oh, damn! I moved it. Where'd it go? There we go. Drop down, you beach. Come on. Horn nozzle. I don't know what that was. I just said it. Sorry for all the kids listening. Drop it. Get in the blood. Get in the. But man, the stalactite won't get in the blood river. There you go. Now we're in a blood river. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So you come through here. Go through here in the secret door. Right? Oh. Is that a secret? That is a secret door, right? We did put a secret door there. I didn't put a secret door there. That's just a wall. Goober. Uh-oh. Computer seems to have locked up. There we go. All right. There you go. Now it's a secret door. You put a secret door there. Put a room off of that. What type of room, you say? Crypt. Dungeon cell. Yeah, we'll put a dungeon cell off there. Oh, we can call it. Yeah. So let's do it. Well, it's probably wide enough there for what I'm hoping is going to happen. Let's see how it populates. I'm hoping it creates cells along the sides with a center walkway, but we'll see what happens. Not quite, but we can adjust it to make it like I wanted it to. Let's get rid of all this stuff in here. Clear the room. Shouldn't have put any lights in here. No, there wouldn't be no lights down here after a certain amount of time. No way there's lights down here. Alright. Let's get rid of the bones. Alright. Now we place the stones. The floor that we wanted to put here. Let's see. Rock. Rock floor to match the rest of it. Want to do cell type items for this. So it's not wall plants, it's gonna be walls. So we have to place the cell walls separately. So let's see, wood, plaster, iron. There we go. Okay. And I can free place them. Cell walls all the way down. Place them in between. 5 by 5 horrific little tiny, barely human-sized cells. What type of creature could earn the ire of a person so bad it was placed in such inhumane conditions? What evil could lurk in the hearts of a creature that evil needed to be buried far down, way deep down in the ground? 2 levels only. Oh. That just looks harsh, intimidating. Oh, I got a good idea. Maybe. Terrain. Okay. Blood. My name is Blood. Oops. Okay. Yes. But I do want to raise some of that. I don't want, like, all that being blood. So we'll have to raise this up. No, it's definitely blood. It's the blood lake. It's an underground lake of blood. Although wine would be pretty good too. I wouldn't mind the wine. All right. Let's raise this up and then paint it rocked. I'm going to put windows on the back cell, on the back side of each one of those cells so that it can look out over this lake of blood. Let me make the size of the brush smaller because I still want to keep a substantial lake size. There you go. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we have this lake of blood, which has to be illuminated somehow. Because otherwise, if it was completely... Or do we do lava? A lake of lava? Alright, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it should be lava. Put a 2 if you think it should be blood. I don't know. Either one's pretty cool. Blood has a certain, like, I'm certainly scared of it. The floor is lava. I'd be certainly scared of blood, but there's no, like, imminent danger from blood. Like, you could jump out and fall into it and you get, like, herpes gonorrhoeas or something. You probably have at least a 10, 15-year lifespan ahead of you. But you fall out into the lava? That's Anakin territory there. That's crispy critters. You don't come back from that. So, yes, I think you are right. I definitely think that we should be going for the blood, for the lava. In fact, I think more people need to see the lava. Alrighty. How ironic that the portal to the ice world is going to be right near the interior lake of lava. Why is it so warm over here? No clue. We haven't been that far over yet. There is no rhyme or reason when it comes to dungeons. There is. There really is. But I haven't found it yet. Alright, so now I gotta put gates in here and I gotta put windows on here. Whose idea was it to put that many cells? Ugh. But you know what? At least ironwork. At least the AI does it for me. I can just do this. Oh, wait a minute. Should just be able to run it down. I just have to do it slow enough. Oh well. I'm not hand drawing it, so. There. Now each one of these. Oh, who gets the corner cell with 2 lava windows? I want that cell. That way I can see impending death coming at me from the east and the south. How's the wind blowing today? Hot as hell. From the southeast. Alright. Bother putting gates on here? I mean, anybody getting out? If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm literally leaning in to my computer so I can read it. My eyesight is terrible. Nope. Okay. Oh, iron. There it is. Yeah, duh. Cell door. Got it. Maybe if I go top down, I could take it all and get done quicker. Yeah, there you go. You can see it changing before your eyes. All right. Well, there's a lot that goes into this stuff. You know, really, like all the minutia, all the details. Like, again, I want to share all these details with you guys. Like, it's the devil's in the details. Sure, I could have this stuff done and come on here and have a 90% map. We're gonna just spend the next half hour completing it. But what fun would that be? It wouldn't be fun at all. We'll have a double gate here. Oh, I can't do a double gate there. I have to put another wall. All right, let's see. I should probably just delete those walls. Or add another one. Place walls. All right, we'll place a wall across the front of that. Ooh. Nope. Just one. I just want to add one. There you go. All right. Now I can add a door. Portcullis. There you go. Little port. Oh, that looks wild. I think that looks wild. I think it looks wild. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I kind of want to walk through it. All right, let's go take a walk through it, and then we're gonna hold it there for a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna come back a little bit later, and we'll pick up and do some more stuff. But there we go. Let's see through the eyes of this sorcerer. That I just absolutely love this feature. All right, let's go have a walk in the cells here. Oop. All right, well, I can just no-clip my way through it. Just move out of the way. Oh, the ever-present lava's not there. Oh, I really need to lower. Hello, Cecilia. The threat of the ever-present lava isn't as menacing as I thought it would be because the window's so high. So I had to jump to even look out of the lava. Well, that's no fun. I was really hoping it was more like menacing. Alright, that's it. I'm changing it. I'm putting a lower window in. Let's see what it looks like. It certainly looks like it should be a lot worse than that. But look how small that cell is. Like, literally, you're standing up in the cell. Well, you really actually should be a little bit smaller. It should really be about that big. But even so, that would make it a lot lower. All right, so put the right size window in, and then I'm going to take a smidgen of a break. Oh, can't. That's like... Huh. Arched. Stone. Oh, that's an arrow slit. I don't want an arrow slit. Oh, you know what? I should just put like a hole in there. Because that way, like, who's going to jump out of there? You know, who is ever going to jump out of that hole? I could just get rid of the wall on the outside. I'll have to think about that. Because nobody's going to jump out of there, right? Why would you? You're going to end up in lava. You're playing the worst game of floors lava ever. Alright, let's take a look through the eyes. The eyes of a sorcerer child. Nope. Come on. Alright, there we go. Let's see what it looks like this. Short. So short. I am so short. Not me. I mean, the character. Come on. Having trouble picking the right character here. Having trouble picking character at all. There we go. Let me increase this. Again, I just think that's too big. Yes, lava. Big lava. That should be closed. That shouldn't even be a gate between the two of them. That should just be a thing. A cell wall. Alright, let's see. Alright, am I having that fear of existential dread looking out of this? I'm not. It's not doing it for me. Delete the window. Let's see if I can take the wall away or maybe just go with an opening. Like a stone door. Like a stone arch. Nope. Can't do that there. Where can I put the arch at? I can't use the arch. Oh, because that's a double arch. Okay, I gotta go with a single. Alright, now if this doesn't do it, I mean, it absolutely has to do it. Alright. I know it's not the most interesting thing to try to figure out, but I just want this look of like, oh my god, I'm standing in a prison cell and there's a bunch of lava out there and I gotta pee myself. Like metaphorically. Alright. Okay, that does it. There it is. There it is. I'm in this little cell right here. And the only other way out is to go become hot lava. Alright, now obviously I need to change the way some of the stone looks, but I think directly across from there, I'm going to put that's where a couple of the cave entrances are going to be. So, let's do this. Come across here, change a lot of this to stone. Ah! Dead. Oh, I gotta paint the terrain. Sorry. I know I said I was gonna go. I know I did. I'm still going to, but just let me just get some of this stuff out. Alright, there we go. Getting hungry and there's some scromming waiting. Well, not waiting, but I guess got some scromming. Let's see. I can't put an arch over there. Let's see if I can put any type of doors. Can't put anything blue. I have to put a room there. Let's see. I think it might just be out in the open. Might be grasping at straws here. Yeah.
what if I put it... Okay, I know what I can do. I'll delete that. Put it right here. Yep, that's what I want to do. All right. Yep, that's exactly it. So I'm going to bring the room up to it. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to put a door there. Rock arch. And then we're going to get rid of the other doors. Oh, get rid of the other windows, I mean. Sorry, let's see. Place walls. Take these walls out in front. Drop them out. Then it looks right there like we have an arch. That goes in the middle and nothing. I could probably move that. I can't move it because there's no adjoining rooms. Nope. There you go. No, that's okay. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get an arch and a little pocket there. And we're going to raise the ground up. Where's it go, though? Where does it go? Oh, no. Shucks. Ah, made a mistake. I can have it all connected. Here's the old... Here's the old room that was attached to the castles and stuff. So I actually was building off of the wrong room. The room that I was building off of was still attached to the... still attached to the mansion. So, how do I rectify that? I can rectify that by getting rid of this room here. So, let me just delete this. That was an oops. I mean, it's not like a big oops or anything. It's definitely an oops. Alright, let me get rid of this. We'll erase that room. This door can go bye-bye. And we will get rid of... What's what? Oh, you haven't seen that yet? I'll pan back over. This is a portal room with two portals to do different lands. One is a icy world, and the other one is to a poisoned woodland area that, if you look closely in the fog, you can see the spirits of the damned flowing out of the portal, surrounded by the lights of the cursed guardians that will not let them leave. And I think there's a clown in there somewhere. And then this Golthus tree. This is a Golthias tree. This Golthias tree is actually protected by this sphere, and inside of this sphere, this tree is like kept in a state of stasis. But that tree exists in multiple dimensions of time and space, and it's holding a lot of stuff together. Where if like the tree was to be destroyed, a whole bunch of stuff would come crumbling down. But you don't know that yet. Nobody knows that yet. Yeah, so let's see. All right, let me just rectify this mistake and get rid of that. Raise this land back up. Terrain. Raise terrain. There we go. See, like it's like carpentry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Well, then just fix it. Okay. It's easy. I made a mistake. I know. I just fix it. All right. So bring this out. Oh. Do I want that high? I really want this to be like to tease people. So I need to lower that back down. Like any of the prisoners who used to be in that, I want them to look over and see that this exists. Flatten terrain to room height is what I want to do. There you go. At one point in time, this was accessible. I think that's what I'm going to do. This be accessible at one point in time. I'm going to wrap this opening around with something. Like a let's see if they have any type of rope bridges or something. Like I can free play stuff. Let's see. It's not evil, it's enticing. Iron, nope. Oh, these are windows. Place doors. I think you're probably looking at walls or objects, so. Structural objects, structural. Look. Mushroom overhang. Put a mushroom over top of that. You can put a mushroom overhang over top of that. Let's see. What can I put a mushroom overhang on? Oh, I can put it on a wall. I could put it out here. If I turn the collisions off. Let me just turn the collisions off. And put whatever I want anywhere if I turn the collisions off. We represent the Mushroom Guild, the Mushroom Guild, the Mushroom Guild. I was just floating in midair though. Oh, I can't make the mushroom any bigger. Oh, it's a floating mushroom. Can't drop it down anywhere. Oh, I can put it back here. I don't know if I like it. I don't like the mushroom enough. All right. Mooring poles, mooring poles. Looking for something chain-like. Let's see. Masonry? Mooring balusters. Oh. I got an idea. We got an idea. I know, I keep saying that. But this is a good one, I swear. I'm going to raise the land around just enough to have like a little pathway to walk around the side of this lava. Paint objects. Raise terrain. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to shrink the size of the brush down. Just so it goes to room height. And to read the room height. There we go. Now it gives this little ledge for people to walk around. There, look at that tiny little ledge. Maybe one time there was more to it and it just collapsed. Or maybe one point in time this wasn't even lava and the whole floor gave out. And that's why it's lava now. But if you wanted to navigate it, you got to go around this thing. kind of like it. I kind of like it. I like it a lot. And here it's so close. For these people looking out of this window, it's so close that they may even consider trying to make the jump. But have you ever tried to jump 10 feet across a lava chasm and land on what is essentially a 4-inch ledge? I don't think you have. Frankly, I don't think it would turn out too well. Six-inch ledge. I'll give you that. There we go. Come around here. Okay. Flatten that so I can put some sort of doorway on the back side of this. Like there probably would be a door there. All right. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put a door in that area there. Kind of door though. Let's see. It's got to be in keeping with. Let's see. Oh, that's a secret door there. Okay, well, this has to make sense. So I have to make this make sense now. Oh, it does make sense because before you came in here and there was like another way around it. Okay, yeah. It's just where they kept people. Got it. Yeah. All right, so rock arch. Iron gate. There we go. Before it fell, there was also a gate over here. The whole thing just collapsed. Let me put some of that down to level. I'm gonna do one room. One room. That's gonna be, let's see. What should make it? Let's see. One abandoned ruin. I'll just do it like random, it doesn't matter. Oh, anger. I'm gonna get rid of those walls. I don't want to remove the rooms, I just want to remove the walls. Okay, so remove the walls. Oh. Let me put that back. There we go. Nope. Keep getting too close. Too close to it. I have to make my brush smaller. Again, that's why I like going top down for a lot of this stuff, because I can really get a better sense of what I'm removing and what I'm not. There we go. Okay. All right, rock floor tiles. There you go. Go front, forward. Let's see. Okay. There we go. And that still works out because those windows there are still up high. So I want to edit some of the height here. All right, we're going to lower some of this terrain. Gonna make the brush a little bit bigger. Paint terrain, edit terrain, lower terrain. There's like a sheer drop off there. All right, so I'm gonna put some rocks and stuff on the edges. The one thing I'm not seeing is any type of like chain link utility. There has to be something utility. Oh, I guess I could look it up. Chain link. There it is. Got it. All right. Let's see if this works. I like it. What do you guys think? Think it's gonna work? I just wanted to have like somebody at some point made an attempt to try to make this a little bit more OSHA approved. I don't even know if I can put this stuff out here with collisions off. Oh, I can. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool looking. Keep going with that around the edge. Nope. There you go. Let's go where it's at. I think it looks good. All right, let's keep it going. Is there a broken one? Let's see if I can find a broken one. No. That one went bye-bye. Put that one there. Anywhere I have to, I can raise the land up a little bit to make it sit better underneath of it. Let's try that. Let's see what that does. So, ooh, brush way too big. I'm gonna get rid of all our hard work in like two pushes. Yeah, I can move the stuff underneath of it if I need to. There we go. That works. There we go. Oof. A lot of stuff to do. All right. All right. So let me back out here for a second. Go top down. You can see the idea starting to take shape of the lava crevasse area with the. Sorry, I just saw the guy there. I want to go take a look through his eyes real quick. The lava crevice area underneath the old abandoned castle is taking pretty decent shape here. Let's go take a look through the eyes of our sorcerer. There, look, you can just see across the way the exit. Just can't get to it. Just can't get to it. Let's go take a look down the edge of the hallway. All right. Take a look down the edge of the hallway. Still can't see through these windows yet. But you boop. Boop. You jumpy boy. All right. So I can't get through there. But that's fine. But it's starting to get that feel of hopelessness that I wanted it to have. Yep. All that hopelessness feeling. And okay, so is this still in use? Is this abandoned? I don't know yet. But seeing as how it's coming off of the old castle and not the new cottage, it may not be in use. I don't know. We'll see. Or this whole thing may be in use. Like, I'm not exactly quite sure yet. But we're gonna save this. So save as level 2. Dungeon Alchemist already exists. Yes. And let's see. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me for the first half of this birthday stream. 2 hours and 16 minutes is not that bad for me. Like, I don't usually go that long. So, you know, that's pretty good. And it's only 7:20, and I'm probably going to come back a little bit later today to just do a little bit more. I feel like I lost the music. Oh, no. I didn't lose the music. I just lost my monitor. Unless you guys didn't hear me. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna maybe try to come back a little bit later and do some more. If not, I will definitely be streaming sometime tomorrow. So thank you for joining me on this birthday stream. If I see you later, I'll see you later. If I don't, remember, in a game of life, may y'all always roll with advantage. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Take care. Ta-ta for now.